No, hang on, I got you. No, your point is valid, and I agree. But no, for both of y'all, look, we have discussed previously about economic policy from the Amexem-Moor-Empire perspective, and you can see what it is in the various reports that we dispatch out. You can see it in the videos that we've done. You can see it in some of the reports that we have available online. I will skip past the issues regarding substance-based economy because that's already obvious. No, I will go more so towards what to do with a substance-based economy and how to make particular things work. We have discussed before about a few million pounds of this metal and a few million pounds of that metal that's being made available for just circulation, as well as for storage to be used for making loans available, microloans available, collateralized in nature only. We don't do credit in this jurisdiction. They will be collateralized only. We discussed these things. Now, what happens when you actually engage in such activity? That is the question. What it does is it allows parties who are engaging in a non-substance based economy to morph their way out of it into a substance based economy in a seamless manner that will provide the least amount of a jarring effect as folks go from one extreme to the other. Um, it's a common sense approach when folks are able to show that they're actually being provided what they're worth in actual substance. Because when you're dealing in basically paper nonsense that's not supported by anything, backed by anything, will in effect um, folks are engaging in um, Ponzi schemes, uh, something for nothing games, and folks get hurt. And they don't acquire title in whatever they think that they're acquiring. They don't actually acquire the item per se with actual title, so that they basically can have it taken away from them at a moment's notice by those they think they're doing business with. So it's a lot of things that get ensnared and entangled in all that stuff, and um, providing our folks with a substance-based economy across the globe literally will change the landscape. And since you're already seeing geopolitical realignments to begin with, um, folks shouldn't be surprised when they see monetary policy realignments as well. The only question is it monetary um, issues that's in play here, or is it some type of agenda that's in play here? So you have to take a look at it and see who's doing what and why they're doing it. I am truly grateful though that more folks are starting to wake up to certain things and they're beginning to ask legitimate questions. Now, whether they get legitimate answers from the parties they're asking is another story in of itself. But folks begin to do things they weren't doing even a few Earth years ago, even a few Earth months ago. And so dynamics are swiftly changing. And parties are focusing increasingly not merely on their personam sovereignty, but they're looking at their financial sovereignty, and they're looking at their ability to influence events across the planet. I might not be as forward thinking as some folks in that regard. My thing is take care of home and mind your own business and leave other folks' business alone. I'm home oriented. Take care of the house. Take care of the family. Take care of the familyhood. We do that and and defend that which we acquire instead of other folks' business. That goes a long way also regarding monetary policy because when you stay at folks' business and you maintain a proper defense, you don't have to spend massive amounts to go butt your nose into other folks' business and then threaten them and with force or arms. That's not how we get down. We didn't do it generally before. Um, Not saying it didn't happen, but generally that was not exactly the rule. Well, same thing with us here. Uh, we're looking to do particular things in a manner that is conducive to the Amexem-Empire Constitution, that is conducive to the advancement of the more central center of gravity, and we're doing things in a manner that's reflective of parties who are upstanding and virtuous and have valor and good character, good standing. We want folks to know that when it comes down to economic policy, it must be rooted in some type of principles, and those principles have to be rooted in some very good values. Because when you don't do that, it doesn't. Then the finances do not get addressed in a equitable fashion. There'll be the haves and the have-nots, or those who are doing the great thing, just sowing the seeds of mayhem unnecessarily. So our thing is, look, deal with folks where they are in their mental capacity, but you quietly do the work that needs to be done to strengthen our economic policy. And those in your sphere influence, regardless of how they were proceeding. Uh, Once they come into knowledge of particular things based on what they're seeing from you or those that you associate with that are of like mind of us here within the Amexem-Moor-Empire, or if they deal with us directly, what they will come to find is, yes, there are viable options. And yes, there are means that we can implement immediately to change over the global economy. Everybody starts trading in substance, no matter what they're doing, that will change the global economy. And every time uh, folks fail to do that, they dig themselves further and further into unnecessary drama. And it's like, well, why would you do that? So I would strongly urge that it be promoted that everyone does everything as best as possible using precious metals, because that is actually timeless money. And the paper might be backed by something, might not be backed by something. Difficult to tell, so it's better to be safe than sorry. That's my personal opinion on the matter. It's always better to be safe